Chad, what in the hell is Justin Timberlake doing? Did this guy did he fall down some stairs and maybe like hit his head or something? Like this album that he's been rolling out for the last. So one of the reasons I bring this up is because the Super Bowl is about to happen. Justin Timberlake is going to be the Super Bowl halftime entertainment. Again, he's going to redeem himself for Nipplegate, I guess, or try to. But I feel like that redemption is not going very well because this album and the teasers that he's putting out, I don't really know what the fuck is going on with this. Let's listen to the teaser first. Okay.
This album is really inspired by my son, my wife, my family, but more so than any other album I've ever written.
It's called Man of the Woods.
And it's personal.
It's personal. It's about where he's from. There's bonfires in the background. There's a wild horse running around.
Is that what goes on in Memphis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Known for its horse riding, I guess.
Right.
It's bonfires.
It feels like mountains, trees.
Jessica Biel chiming in.
Campfires.
Mountains, trees, campfires.
Like Wild West, like now.
Like the Wild West, like now. Which is great because that teaser came out and then literally the first song is called Filthy and it's about a sexy robot that's dancing that he's like looking at. He's like in this Steve Jobs outfit and he's like looking at it like he wants to fuck this robot. And I'm like, what? How is that this?
You don't think about robots when you think of Man of the Woods?
Man of the Woods. My first single is me as a keynote speaker at the Apple conference introducing the world's first sex robot. Here we go. All right, here we go. I don't really see a song called Filthy with a robot in it. I don't really see that vibing with this kind of Americana family and mountains thing that he's got going on. I don't know.
Look, I've seen this act before, Justin. I saw Miley Cyrus do this a couple years ago where, we all remember her twerking or whatever, her attempted twerks on stage on Robin Thicke at the MTV Awards a few years back. And, when she was all tongue out and it was the whole hip hop thing. And now we see her trying to get back a little bit to that. Hey, I'm the daughter of Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
A country singer that had a mullet, a majestic mullet, but a mullet at that. Look, man, it goes back to the old Paul Mooney adage. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody wants to be a nigga. And yeah, I get it. Listen, I know as a black man, it is exhausting. So I'd imagine if you don't have to live that, you can only do it for so long.
Yeah.
And then you get tired and you quote unquote go back to your roots.
Yes.
Or are you riding this whole MAGA wave? Did some A&Rs get in your ear about, well, Justin, we kind of want to go in a different direction here because...
Which, if he's believing that, I mean, I understand, yes, maybe his perception of blackness is something that, it's nicer if I just dip in and out of it. Just say,
I get it.
Try it on for a little bit. Yeah, see how it feels.
Yeah.
Which he's been accused of before, by the way, when he's kind of not spoken out for the right things or said, hey, we're all human beings, and like
did that with Jesse Williams a couple years back.
Exactly. And Jesse Williams was like, yeah, but you kind of appropriate all our stuff, so you kind of need to be on our side if you're gonna do that shit. Right. So not really, but then you're exactly right because this has the key word in it.
What's that?
Heritage.
Oh,
heritage.
okay.
It's about my heritage.
Oh,
it's about my country heritage. That makes me feel a little uncomfortable. And especially because, first of all, I don't understand what Justin Timberlake is doing because that seems so tone deaf to the moment. I don't know why he would think his supporters are MAGA people. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm uninformed here. Maybe he's kind of picking up some of those Post Malone people that we love so much. But the weirdest part about that is he comes out with this, and obviously I'm joking about the sexy robot. That's just stupid. But then this next album that he had, Supplies...
Oh, next track. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this weird dystopian wasteland shit where the video's going on and it's like, first of all, the video doesn't make any sense, but more importantly, he's really Kendall Jennering it. Like women in the video are wearing like Pussy Grabs Back shirts. And there's like, he's like sitting in this like weird post-apocalyptic bunker where all these TVs are playing like people marching.
Yeah.
And he's really like soaking that shit up and he's appropriating it. But the lyrics in the song are like, hey, I'm gonna like have sex with you.
Right.
So it's like really, it's really totally
still
like
problematic.
totally disparate and doesn't really make any sense. And so I don't know what he's doing with this political hodgepodge where he thinks he can, this is a fence you can't play both sides of, Justin.
Nope.
I'm
Hedging
sorry.
those bets.
Yeah.
Hedging all of them. Yeah. And that's the thing. Look, when it comes to music and it comes to culture, a lot of these things aren't mutually exclusive. And there's a little bit of irony in that, you know, hey, I want to kind of get away from the black thing and get back to my country roots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you want to know what that's rooted in? More blackness, buddy. Like, sorry, most, if not all, of popular American music, it's rooted in that. You're never going to get away from it. I don't care how you dress it up, you know? So I don't know what he's doing here. Like you said, you can't play both sides on this. And you need to understand that when you're an artist and your job is to sell this product, people are going to perceive it as that. You know, if you were just being an artist, and, you know, I don't know if this was free or something, maybe we would look at it differently, you know, because I appreciate versatility from my artists. Like, you want to do country, but you can, you know, do rap, R&B or whatever, and do each and all the above in a respectful way, and not in a manner of, you know, I'm just going to appropriate and dip here and take some of this because they like this and it's lining up my wallets. That's fine. But when you're doing this, dude, it just looks kind of fishy. Like you said, it looks like you're playing both sides.
It looks incredibly cynical to pander to both sides of this political climate.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're like. That's the difference, right? Is you can play country music and you can play more like R&B, hip hop inspired music. Like this Supplies track almost sounds like it has like some trap stuff in it.
It's got exactly.
But like
it's got the trap cadence going on with it. Yeah.
From an ideological standpoint, there is no person who's like, yeah, I'm into MAGA, but I'm also going to the Women's March. That person doesn't exist. So you can't play both sides of that without looking like the most cynical, like money grabbing kind of piece of shit. And like I said, it kind of speaks to that problem that Justin Timberlake's already been accused of, which is just like, I'll just take what I want. I don't really have to consider what any of this means. It's just mine for all the taking.
Yeah.
And then you see him as well at the Golden Globes, you know, wearing like a Time's Up pin and like, does this guy actually know what he's talking about, or is he just using this to make himself look good? I don't know. And judging by the lyrics of these songs and how like vapid they are, like Justin Timberlake is not the person who should be trying to make a political argument or political statement of any kind in any of his videos.
Right.
Hey, Justin, you know what? Like, if you're going to do all this, just give me, like, just ignore what's going on and just give me some escapist shit. Just dance around, be a good dancer, and give me some good tracks to jam.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't mind my
that's
entertainers going into multiple lanes if you want to do different genres of music. I remember Bruno Mars's Unorthodox Jukebox album. Each track was kind of like a different genre of music, or maybe multiple genres, but a different time period in each genre. Like he had kind of like an 80s R&B track. He had like a bluesy vibe, you know, so on and so forth. But don't pander. Really, all of it just warrants just a big side eye. And it seems like album form what he responded to Jesse Williams with.
Yes.
Like if that became sentient or, you know, manifests itself in the form of a musical album, well, here it is now, ladies and gentlemen, Man of the Woods.
Yes, it's almost like he took that tweet that Jesse Williams hated so much, like we're all the same, and he was like, here, let me make a $20 million album version of that tweet.
Can I get out of that?
Yeah, exactly.
So
because these videos look expensive as shit, and I would just say it was the wrong thing to spend money on.
And I hate it too, because look, I used to be a very, very big Justin Timberlake fan.
Me too.
You know, he's unquestionably talented. Whatever he decides to do with said talent, I can sit here and be like, nah. And that's kind of the issue that I have.
Yes.
But undoubtedly, he's talented as hell. But hey, use your powers for good. Don't use them for this.
And I think this speaks to the inherent problem that we were talking about. When you get so rich, you get removed from the real world. Because this reminds me a little bit too of like when Kanye West showed up to the Occupy Wall Street movement wearing like a $1,000 t-shirt. And people are just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, Kanye, like, cool. Like, you made some awesome music. Like, you're my favorite artist of all time, probably. But, like, that's just stupid. Like, what are you doing? Like, and I feel like Justin Timberlake, you know, the people producing this album, Timberland, has been rich for, like, 800 years. Pharrell is, like, I think the last successful single he did was, like, a song for, like, Minions, the movie, like, Despicable Me or some shit. Like, these guys are not, like, people who I would say, I mean, Pharrell is cool as shit by all accounts, but, like, he's also not somebody I would say has like the ear, like his like finger on the pulse of what's going on with the average American. And they were playing this like behind the scenes video where they're like, I can't even believe what's happening right now. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
and
corny.
I was like, I can't believe what's happening either, because no one is telling Justin Timberlake that this is a horrible idea. Like, could someone just be like, hey, Justin, don't do this, please. Like, let me jump on the grenade for you here. Don't do this video.
Let him go ahead and make Justin Timberlake great again. That's fine.
I'm here for the JAGA movement.